Welcome to another episode of Chiefs Uncut. Lindsay LeBorgne here. I'm going to give you a little update on things that are going on within the community. I'd like to talk about, first of all, a bus situation that we have in town. I'm sure people have read that we're going to be receiving a electrified bus. We're expecting to receive two of them in the very near future, one of them on Friday for sure. I'm sure people are wondering, why are we buying electrified buses? We don't really have a choice anymore. Quebec had passed a law several months ago that actually banned any brand new diesel or gas buses. So it left us no choice but to buy the electrified type. They had cost significantly more than the regular buses, like double the price. So now we're paying upwards of $400,000 per bus. However, in the beginning of this program, Quebec is subsidizing a huge portion of this, so we won't be paying as much in the beginning, but by the time we end up changing all our buses over, which will be in several more years, it might end up being a fairly significant number. We also are having, I think it's about $85,000 worth of electrical equipment being installed at the town garage so that we could charge these buses. The units are going to be movable because I'm sure you're also aware that we're supposed to be building a new town garage. We haven't gotten that off the ground yet, but it's going to happen very soon. So it's important that these stations are able to be moved to the new area that we're going to have the town garage. Another issue, and since I'm on buses, I'd like to mention, we've had a problem in the last couple of weeks with children bringing simulated weapons and actual weapons on our buses. There was an incident very recently where someone brought a BB gun and an air gun. Both of them looked, I was told, fairly realistic, which could be dangerous, especially for our students that go off reserve, as the police off reserve are much more likely to pull out their handguns when they think that they have a weapon in front of them. So it could be a very dangerous situation. Also, we don't want our kids to be around that type of thing. A BB gun could have easily either shot somebody in the eye or maybe hit the bus driver while he's driving, and distracted him, causing an accident. And the other incident was a bladed weapon. For whatever reason, it just skips my mind what they're called, but the type that you slide the blade out. Anyway, we want to make sure that going on in the future, the kids do not carry these type of things on the bus, and we're looking to beef up the penalty for that. If you get caught doing that, it may not be as it is now for fighting, etc., a week suspension or a 2-week suspension. It might be longer. So I would like to tell anybody who's a parent now that has children on our buses, please make sure the children aren't bringing any simulated weapons or actual weapons on the buses. We're trying to protect the students, the bus driver, and the general public. Another issue I'd like to bring up is, as we all know, we've been experiencing a lot more blackouts in the community than we had in the past. And as a result of that, Hydro has to come in, obviously, and reconnect electricity. The problem we're having with that is they've been turned away from some properties, meaning the owner tells them, "What are you doing here? Get out of here." And then they don't fix the problem, and people go longer without electricity. So don't ask me why people do that, but they do that. And here's the problem. Hydro is run by a union. If the union feels it's dangerous, if their workers are threatened and the workers feel it's dangerous, they'll just walk away. They won't hook us back up unless you have a police escort. And we're trying to avoid that situation. So I would ask people, if you see Hydro there and they're fixing something, please don't harass them or try to scare them, because it might backfire and cause other people not to be able to have electricity hooked up in a timely fashion. And one other issue I'd like to mention is we have a new portfolio, and it's sustainability, which means growing food, maybe fishing, farming, that type of thing. And I was recently asked this past week to also go on that committee, who already has Stephen McCumber and Cody Daibo are also on there. So now there'll be 3 of us on there. I was told that there's plenty of things that need to be done. That's why they needed one other hand. So I was asked to be on that committee, and I accepted it. Well, that's it. That's all I have for now. I'd like to thank you for listening, and I wish you all a good day. Nyawagoa, Ona.